What's going on? It's Grip Tire Gaming, and I wanted to talk to you guys live and possibly even get some of your guys' ideas. I know that it is not scheduled or anything, and I go live anytime I want. But, oh lord, sorry. But I just want to know what you guys think about me going back into the game career where I create the games. Because I was thinking, and I was honestly thinking, and saying, hey, why don't I start creating games again, And, I haven't done it since like Roblox. And most of you guys know about my games and stuff like that. So, um, I was thinking about doing it. But here's the thing, I want to know what you guys think about it because right now, okay, that's supposed to be frozen, but that's okay. Um, But anyways, I wanted to know what you guys thought of it, um, and stuff like that, because of the fact that literally, um, like, it is going to be a long, hard process. I mean, I kind of gave up my creating games career a long time ago, and it was just very, very hard for me to do on Roblox, especially because I couldn't find the right people. That's the reason why I quit. And I have a talent for it, guys. I literally have a talent. Literally, I mean, look at this room, guys. I mean, I literally customized each and every single part of this, and even scripted some of it. I even scripted some of this stuff, and like this stuff I did not script, but I did script the stuff that I could possibly do to create with their stuff. So it's perfectly fine. I mean, look, I'm even talking, and here's that. So these people can hear whatever they want to hear, you know, on that. And here's my RC car, and I can't even use this. I wish I can. But we've got a lot of work to do. So I was thinking, one of my first ever good games that I created was Marvel Universe. That was a good game that I created on Roblox with AquaDX Gaming and myself. But I honestly think that I can make Morphing Battles again, guys. Morphing Battles, but it would be two. Morphing Battles 2, number 2. And I think it would be very great for me to do this, is because you know, it is great. I did a pretty good job on it, and besides, they have morphs in here, and they have actual paint guns. And that's what I'm going to be using as paint guns. So I was thinking about it and thinking about it and thinking about it and thinking about it, and the more that I thought about it, the more that I wanted to do it. And I got some people on board that wanted to help, and that they have no experience with that, which is fine. I'll teach them, but it's just something that is something that you just want to do, something that you just want to do in your life, is do something like this, because this is an actual good opportunity. This is something that a lot of people will like. I see this in my future, and literally telling my kids, hey, this is what your dad did. This is what your dad did growing up. He literally made a game and got popular off of it, and he literally worked so hard for it. And this is how he literally pays for your schooling. Like, that's what I want. I want that from my kids. I just don't want it to be like anything else from anybody else saying, oh, your dad did this. But then my kids are like, yeah, my kids are like, no, my dad was awesome. He did a great job with whatever he had. So, yeah, and it's weird how I'm literally dancing right now. I'm sorry, guys. But, like, literally, I want that for my kids. I want a future in creating games. You know, I know some Roblox players who literally had said, "Oh, creating on Roblox is so simple and easy." It wasn't for me. You know, Roblox was never for me. You know, sure I was good at it. You know, and I got better and better and better with building. Believe me, I made an entire map. But you know, it's like it's no longer for me. Like that is no longer my calling. And with Rex Studio, I believe that it is much easier to do. You know, is because all you have is a marker pen and everything is literally set up for you already. Like for this room, okay, it's not here. Why is it not here? Did I delete those? I don't know. But for this, you have chips, you have circuits. Those are pretty much object items that are already made inside your own game that you can do. So technically, and people are literally making hundreds of dollars off of this. You know, because it's open donations. You know, they'll take anything. You know, but they're getting paid for it. And that is what, you know, Roblox is kind of like, you know, where you make a good game, you basically get paid off of it. You know, and that's what I want in my life. I want that. You know, I want that for me and to let my wife know, hey, I'm working hard on something. You know, for that. So, I was thinking about morphing battles. You know, what if we had morphing battles back in shape? Because, you know, I was thinking, I guess let's retry that. But I was thinking, why not do it? You know, why not do it? I mean, you see everybody else being so happy with it. You know, everyone's like, "Oh, that's such a cool game." I literally seen a Skyrim game today that I would give about maybe a 20% like on, like out of 50. Like it had a level 2 kind of thing on it. You know, and I would say, okay, yeah, that is an actual good thing to have. You know, because that was really good. Like, literally. My cousin Brady, he showed me that game, and he's like, dude, I want you to play this with me. And we literally went on a war, and nobody was in the server because of its popularity. And that's the thing that I also need to work on, is advertising. You know, advertising is going to be very hard to do, which I'm going to have to look it up because it's different than Roblox. You know, it's different than anything else. And I want to actually get money off of this, guys. I mean, I got a wedding to pay for. I got equipment to upgrade. I got things for my future for me and my family, you know. I got a lot. Oh, darn it. I got a lot to do. You know, and I don't want, you know, my wife saying, "Oh, this is just a waste of time." You know, I want her to see the paycheck, you know. She's getting paid off of TikTok like $6 like an hour. Or not $6 an hour, like $6 for just videos, you know. She got paid $6 off of it. And I seen that and I'm like, how did you make up that $6? And that's how much I made over the years, and she has 11,000 subscribers. You know? And the thing is that not a lot of people are gamers anymore. Like this world is literally going gamerless. Like it's literally, and they're blaming gamers, saying, "Oh, you gamers are so violent," and people don't want to take care of it anymore. Is because of the fact that they're like, "I don't want to deal with it," you know. I honestly don't, and I honestly don't blame them. You know, I honestly don't blame them because, you know, people are literally getting shot up right now, even shot up right outside my door. You know, where I live, people are literally getting shot up. They're getting shot up, and it's not even funny. Because then people literally come to me and they're like, "Do you feel safe where you live?" I have to answer yes every time, because then I'm going to have an officer at my door every time. You know, and it's weird, guys. Like I'm telling you, this world is different now. You know, and a lot of people, a lot of these kids love these first-person shooter games. They love them. And Morphing Battles is part of that. But you just need to get to the right people to advertise for the game. Don't you go in there. There we go. But you just need to get the right people to advertise for the game, and then you got yourself a game. Like, I'm going to be quite honest. It is easy to make a game. But it is difficult to make a good game. And Morphing Battles changes every time. Like, I'm not going to update it. I know some people who are literally saying that they are great at what they do, which is creating games. Which is not wrong. I've seen their work. And I asked them, how long did it take you to do this? They're like 3 years. They're not making any money off of it because they didn't want to have the attention, but they got it. So let's go ahead and mark this out because I want to show you guys something here. Okay, so it is going to take, for Morphing Battles, well, number one, we're going to need to have a very good communication level. So we're going to need morphs. Okay, I'm going to have to find a way to create morphs. If anyone knows how to create morphs, then there you go. Create some morphs because we're going to need them. They aren't, I don't know if they're free or if they're in a template or something, but we just need to create some morphs. And a morph is basically a character that they can choose, kind of like Fortnite. This is what is going to be like it, having Fortnite, except without vehicles and scavenging for resources. So we need morphs is mainly the main goal. You want that. Now, for me personally, if you've been to the game Meme Planet, which I'll show you guys in a bit, because that's where I'm going to pick up some of the inspiration from, is from there. They have morphs, they have guns, they have a lot of different things, for this type of a game. If we're going to create a game, this is pretty much how it's going to be. And this is why I need to ask you guys this. So the first one would be morphs. You would need to have morphs in a game, because people love being a certain character in a game and literally acting like a complete bad bleep. You know what I'm saying? They're being such a great character. They're like, oh, I'm Batman, and I can do all of this, or I'm Shockwave, or something like that, or their favorite singer, You can create that, and it makes your experience more fun. Like, I know in the game Fortnite, they have this new Batman thing going on, dude. They have a new Batman thing. And literally, my cousin and I were just playing, and we seen that, and I'm like, dang, I want to get it. But it was only limited time. Like, I get the business portion of it. I have the business portion down because I used to do business myself. And took a business class. I took a business class in high school, and I took a mechanics class in high school as well. And I'm pretty hands-on. I can do math calculations. I can do all this different type of stuff because I'm really that smart. And when creating games, it is much different on a much different level. And that's what I want to do. I want to create some games. So the first things would be morphs. Now, second would have to be the guns because everyone loves a gun. Kids these days, they don't care anymore about like role playing or anything that I grew up on. They don't care about any of that. And so when you have to realize this is that they need those types of things. They need that. Look at Call of Duty, for example. It is on one of the most top lists. Look at Fortnite. Look at Minecraft. Those are on the top list. Literally, you could search this up for yourself. Look up the top 10 trends, gaming trends
in the world right now, and I swear to you that PUBG is first place, second is Fortnite, third is Minecraft. I guarantee you that they are in the top list, and including GTA and Skyrim. Skyrim is still up there. You know, they are literally so on the high level that no one really understands. They are literally on a higher level than anybody else. Like, here's the low level for the lower lives, okay? Where you get nothing, but then when you look up here, you get something high, like right up here. And that's what people like, is that you have a scale going like that. And some people are literally like this. They literally have no progress, and they're just a straight line. They're honestly just a straight line. They don't care. They're just a straight line. Whoops. Okay, so first and second here, let me throw that back over there. Okay, I didn't know it was going to do that. So that's my fault. Okay, and it's moving with me now, so we're kind of glitched. So, the second one would be, and then the third one, so we have morphs and we have guns. Okay, those are what's going to be great for us, is morphs and guns. And the thing about this game is, here, let me go ahead and open up my marker pen here. Alright, and show you guys some of this stuff. Okay, so let's go ahead and bring it over here so that way we're not distracted by that. But here, let's go to props. Okay, weapons. Look at all these weapons in a game. Okay, these are the type of weapons that you could actually have in your game, like a health potion. That's going to be important. Lasers, crossbows, grenades. You know, this is basically all the stuff that they have. Shields, mines, an ore for crying out loud, a magic wand, a paint launcher, paint guns, a pitchfork, a fish for crying out loud, a rum jug, a shield potion, a broom for crying out loud. Look at this. Things get creative. A sword, a whip, a snowball, and a shovel. I mean, look at the things. They're not endless, but they're creating more. It's great to have that. So guns, I would say, is pretty great. Now let's look at morphs. While I have this, let's look at morphs. Let's look at morphs and see what good is that going to do. So let's look it up, because this is going to be quite interesting. Is morphs. So let's go and then I got a morph. Okay, then let's do costume. Whoop. There we go. We got a costume dummy. Okay, a costume dummy right here. This is literally where you equip things in this game. This is what I was looking for. Is literally this. Okay, use edit on your marker pen to edit the costume. Okay. So let's go ahead and close this out, because I feel weird without it. And then click edit. Edit this. Okay, look. You're going to be able to create it. Like, literally, like, it's good, And I believe I'll have to look into that some more, to see how this would be creating. To see what we would be creating. But, like, honestly, though, I feel like that would be such a great thing to do. Is having that kind of creation, and realizing that this is your creation, this is your life. This is you literally with your life here. You're literally creating something for your future. I'm going to have to put that throw that away. I'm not going to save this room, by the way, because it's already saved. But, yeah, this is what I'm talking about. The chips. Okay, you see these chips. This is for the dorm room. So this would, if I take this away, it basically takes this entire dorm room away. If I take this in-game, it takes anything inside this game and eliminated. So it pretty much takes away the eliminated objects in this room. You know, things that create this game. I may be wrong on those chips, but that's okay. You know, you get my point. You know, this is how hard it is for some of us workers. You know, is because we literally have to deal with this. We literally have to deal with this. This is not something that you just wake up one day and say, hey, this is what I'm going to do. Because it's going to take a lot of effort, guys. This is why I'm making this video, is because of the fact that this needs to be processed. This needs to be done. And sometimes, you know, you just want to strangle them. You just want to strangle some people. Believe me, I want to strangle some people, you know, just because they're angry at me, but I don't. I don't do that. I don't. But this is what I'm talking about. You know, you get upset. You'll get the things that are heavy to you. But third and most final thing that this game is going to need, not only morphs and guns, it's going to need buildings. You know, that's what it's going to need. It's going to need a landscape. You're going to need a map, literally. And that's how you create a first-person shooter kind of build here. And that's what it is right now. You have a first-person shooter. You know, FPS. First-person shooter. You know, that's what it is. And this is why I tell you, and I'm going to tell you now, is that this is what needs to happen. You know, people don't realize it, but this is the world. This is how it is. Okay, this is literally what people are literally going to be making their money off of, is electronics. Literally. And people literally ask me, they're like, Grip, what do you do for a living? You know, because they're like, I thought you just create games for a living. And I'm like, no, I literally have to go out and get myself a job. Just to keep myself financially stable. But for this game, I'm hoping, you know, that it has a much easier process. And that you will literally be able to literally just be able to create a game within a month. And then figure out what to do the next month. Because I want to make Stunt Runner. Okay? I want to make Stunt Runner look like a little kid's game. I do. You know, I'm going to rise up to that goal and challenge, because that was literally like a minigame. I want to create that type of a minigame. You know, and then I want to get into more detail into PvPs, because that's what's popular right now on Rec Room. You know, and then I want to get into a lot of different things. And I was just talking to my cousin about this, and I'm like, he's like, well, what do you want to create? And I'm like, I want to create everything. I want to create everything. This is what I got. You know, there's not a lot of videos of people creating stuff. You know, people are now creating FNAF things. People are now creating memes. You know, there's just a lot going on right now. There's even horror games. You know, I don't want to create a horror because I don't want my name to be underneath that. I want my name to be under the guy who literally sold it all. I want it to be for all ages. You know, I don't want to put horror for a 3-year-old that's literally going to scream and be like, oh, Grip Terror Gaming did this. No, this is... The reality of this is really hard. And, you know, a lot of people ask me, they literally say, what do you do from now? How do you do it? You know, and I'm like, I take it one day at a time. Any time that I have, I literally put into it. I literally invest into it. Like my wedding right now, I am trying to invest into that. You know, I've already invested over $1,000 into my wedding. Over $1,000. Way over, in fact. It's almost $2,000. You know, and that's from both sides. You know, I invested $1,000, and she's getting ready to invest the other, and then I have to invest some more. But I have the bigger bills, so technically I pay a lot less. But due to my tax return, we're not going to get into it. But the point is that literally life is going to be hard. Life will hit you in the face Reality will hit you in the face, especially when you start to create something. Stick with your dreams. Stick with your dreams. Stay young. You know, like for me, honestly, I'm glad that I moved out. For me, honestly, I'm glad that I moved out because it was something easy for me to do and it was time. I was ready. Right now I know how to pay bills. I know how to take care of myself. I know what hygiene is and all this other stuff. I literally know how to take care of myself and how the government works and how the real world works. But for me right now, I literally have to work hard. Right now I have bronchitis. Okay, I have bronchitis. I literally had to quit my job because my job required it was very bad for my health. But I was getting paid really well for it. The more risk that you have at some of these jobs, the higher the pay is. But with the low risk jobs, it's like really, really low. And that's as low as I can move my hand, sorry. But I'm telling you guys, like, this is something that a lot of people need to realize. Is that that's what this is what it's going to cost. This is going to probably take about a good few months by myself. Look at Aqua DX Gaming. Okay, famous guy, known on my channel. I have a lot of famous people, mid-famous, that literally come in and come out of my channel, or come in and come out of my life. And literally they say, okay, later down on the road, I'm going to support you. Because I don't get the support that I need. Believe me, I literally reach out to people. I literally go to different games. I literally say, hey, do you play this game? They say yes, and I'm like, hey, have you ever played this game? They're like, no. And I'm like, hey, would you want to play it? This is basically what the game is. It's such a great game. I am the creator. I know that it's a great game. I have 50 people who play it every day. Literally, I have people who play my games. Hundreds of people. I have friends, like, I helped someone create a game on Unity. And Unity is big. Unity is huge. Unity is a game engine that literally is the big times. Literally, probably the games that you play right now are probably off of Unity. I guarantee it. But I literally make my games off of those. And then I'm hoping to go big. Put some more time into these games to make the big bucks. I mean, there was a guy, if you ever heard of the game Stardew Valley, there was a guy who literally worked at Subway, I believe. He worked at a part-time job in a restaurant, literally living underneath his own roof, and literally every time he'd just be on the computer. On his days off, he'd be on the computer working his butt off. And he went to school for it. Or no, he didn't. I don't think he even went to school for it. And he literally just looked at YouTube videos on how to do it and learned from home. Literally, he could have gotten his degree, but no. Instead of wasting hundreds of dollars in time, he went and done it himself. Accomplish your dreams. This is what I'm talking about. For me, my dreams are to literally get rich. Get rich, support my family, support my friends, get to where I need to be. But it all takes fame. And this is why when I create this game, I want people to understand is that I need that type of support. This game is going to need that type of support. My family is going to need that type of support. Because of you, literally, this is my career. Because of you, this is my support. You guys are my support. You guys are my financial I want to say issues, but you guys are literally my financial team. Whatever you donate to me is literally what I'm going to pay for bills, no matter how high or how small. And some people literally donate $1. Like, I've had people who donated $1 to me, and I was so thankful, is because it not only wasn't my first dollar, but I'm like, holy cow, thank you so much. And guess what? I used it for gas, actually. I needed $5. I had $4, and then the $1. I looked online. I had $1, and then there you go. It's so simple. I have people who donated hundreds of dollars to this wedding. You know, a GoFundMe page. But anyways, enough of that. So let's go ahead and get into a game. You know, I'm wanting to show you guys what I mean by some of these games. Is that Meme Planet is actually... Hang on. You know, there's Stunt Runner. And Meme Planet. You know what? Let me go down here. See, look. Casual. Role play. Look at that. Hang out. You know, you can create these. You know, hang out, you would have to pay attention to detail, but still. Meme Planet PvP. 1 million people. 1 million people who literally are playing this game right now. 1 million, and they have 179,000. 179,000 who like this game, who want to play this game. You know, and this is the type of game that I'm talking about, guys. Literally, add 4 walls, add a floor, and literally there you go. You got yourself pretty much a landscape to build whatever you want. For me, I want to create, you know, something just like this. See how you spawn here, okay? And then you have the cheers, favorite. You know, I am going to favorite this, by the way. And literally, and then look, creators. These 3 people created this game.
Hello.
You know, and this is what I'm talking about, guys. Is like literally these people. Oh wait, my mic is on, isn't it? Is my mic on?
I won't. Yeah, it's on.
Oh, sorry.
You're
I'm
good.
doing my YouTube video.
No
Sorry.
problem.
But
Ooh,
literally, guys, like I'm telling you.
I did one on Rec Room too.
Hey! The hell?
Stance, can I show you something? Like, legit? Follow me.
And look, some of these rooms even have unique things.
Someone open the gate.
Come here, bro. Come here. Come here. Minecraft, come here.
But literally, like
Flying
some
like
of
a
these
monkey.
people's are literally so creative. Like they're just so creative. Like look at this. They created this. This is their game. What the heck? How in the world? How in the world did you get
Got
through
one?
here? But literally, like these people literally create these types of games. And people will literally do this day in and day out. Look how popular these games are. And they even have morphs.
You know
Okay, I'm
what?
not taking it off of this because I already have an original game, you know, of this. But look, here we go, morphs. Now this is equipped by that player right now, so I can't take it. And there's even mics. You know, everyone say hi to YouTube for me. But like legit, there's mics. There's things going on. You know, and look, there's even a little Minecraft thing, you know, a little
Hello.
Easter
I'm a
egg.
catfish.
No, and look at this. I could be Steve.
This is my real voice. I fooled everyone.
See, now everyone's being so happy. You know, because I got YouTube. And yes, the morphs, some of these morphs are crappy, but it takes practice, it takes experience, you know, it takes time. And a lot of people are so impatient with that. Thank you all for saying hi to a live stream for me. Thank you all. I gotta go now. I gotta show my viewers something else. But thank you all for your time.
Hey, it's me, it's me.
Hey,
it's me,
man.
it's me. Hey,
Which one?
me, the one.
But anyways, guys,
Right,
like
sorry,
I've been
that's
saying,
good.
like this is what I'm talking about. And then if you go
It's you.
into Stunt Runner here,
Hello.
like look
Hi.
at this. Hi. But if you go into Stunt Runner here, You know, those people were really awesome, you know. It's a great community. But the thing is that you have this game. Okay, and this is more a game that was actually by default. The last game that we played, the Meme Planet, that one was actually created by people that were unofficial. Okay, now this game that we're playing isn't an actual official. It's an official game. See, now if we go here, see, this is something that the actual creators created. You know, and I'm actually pretty good at this game. You know, at least I think so. I mean, shoot, I beat my friend's scores, so... I mean, I'm not very great at it, you know, I don't spend every day on it. But, you know, because it's like, oh, okay, I beat the game once, I don't need to beat it again. But, like, look at it. Look how great the detail is. Look how great everything is. You know, spending time with it is something that is great. Like, this is like a training room. This is something like a training room, you know. Now, let's go ahead and go into the main event. So, yeah, they have different doors, which would then take you to a different server. You know, this is what I'm talking about. This is the type of game that I want this game to look like a little baby that puked on it. I want this game, an official game, to be worse, you know. Because then, once you show that, they'll be like, oh, so you're a better game creator than I am. Then why don't I just do something like that? You know, why don't I, you know, hire him?
Stunt Runner!
Do this. You know, why don't I just hire him to do it?
Game on.
So, like, legit. So, this is what I'm talking about. Alright. And darn it, I have him. I don't think they let us go with one person.
3, 2, 1, go!
But look at this. Look how good this game is. Like, literally. And there's even physics in it.
Keep it up!
There's like physics in it.
Checkpoint. Checkpoint.
You know, and look at that. 48 seconds. 48 seconds to 96 seconds. Like, that is a new record. Look at that. However, I didn't beat anybody else.
That's gotta hurt.
But look at that. Yeah, it's a new personal best, so get me on the right score. 48 seconds, guys. That is good. It still says I'm 1 point ahead, but that's okay. You know, I'm glad. But look, I can go over here and see the other players, and he's like, I gotta go, I gotta go, I gotta go, I gotta go. But, like, legit. Like, this is what this game is. And it's such a good game. I want this game to look like a baby puked on it. Like, no offense, creators. You know, this is such a good game. I'm not gonna lie, this is such a good game. But I want to make it look even better. I want to make this game look even better. You know, because I don't want any of that anymore. I want this game to look good.
3.
You know, Morphing
2,
Battles 2,
1,
I think, is going to look greater, and then Morphing Battles 3. You know, but I'm really hoping that it will look good as some of my previous creations, you know.
You'll feel that in the morning. Keep it up.
Kind of failed that.
Checkpoint. 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 Keep it up.
minute and 5 seconds, you know, I know I could do better, but it just takes practice. But look how good this game is, and literally there's a first, second, and third place position. I'm only saying this game because I gotta get one last reward, I think. But this game is such a good game.
You'll feel that in the morning.
And I just want to throw these over there, you know, because he's probably going to be thirsty. You know, I'm going to throw some cups at him because he might need... You know, and just say, you know what, I quit my job. There you go. But, literally, okay, here he comes, here he comes, here he comes, here he comes, here he comes. He doesn't even see it. I thrown something at you, bro. As you were running, I thrown something at you. I'm so sorry. I just wanted to throw things overboard, you know. It's like a pirate ship, you know. Go overboard, you know, like that. But, like, legit, guys. Like, I'm being dead serious. Like, this is something that... This guy's literally bored out of his mind. And he just left. Dang, he's bored or something.
Go!
But, like, legit, look at this. But, like, this game is going to be...
Checkpoint.
I want my game to be famous. You know, I want my game to be well known. You know, and a lot of people don't get that kind of... Whoa, what the heck? A lot of people don't get that kind of experience with games. You know, a lot of people don't.
Checkpoint. 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 You'll feel that in the morning.
But look at
Nice going.
how far, you know, I've gotten, guys. Like, my experience and everything. I believe that this game is going to be great. And I know some people who've actually created games on their own and literally just created it just for the heck of it. You know, they're like, oh, I'm doing this for experience, so I'm doing this because a job needed me to, you know, because I need to get into a job. Which is true. Most of these jobs,
3,
you know, a lot of people
2,
got to realize is that
1.
people
Go!
are literally going to literally live their life, you know, realizing that this is their job. But then other people need to realize is that for some of us, people that create your games, create your entertainment, you know, you've got to realize is that we're doing it because we need to. It's going to be our career. It's our life, you know. And that's literally what we went to school for. That's what, you know, we did in our, you know, life is doing that. We did this. This is what it has to do. This is what we got to do,
Checkpoint.
you know, for that. And a lot of people don't realize that. And it's not fair to most of us.
Checkpoint.
You know, because us, we literally have an empty college degree that we literally went to college for. Some of us.
Checkpoint.
But like,
Nice
I'm being
going.
honest and legit with you guys is that some of us literally live off of your guys' donations. I'm not going to lie. And then some of you guys are like, well, you should get a job. And we do. We actually have jobs. We have jobs. But do you like where your game is? Do you like the inspiration? Do you like what you have? Do you like your job? Do you like the things that you have? And most of the people are like, no, I don't like this game.
3.
It's because they realize
2,
that they're in the
1.
wrong.
Go.
You know, I've literally had dozens of people who are like, oh, you owe me $1 million, dollars,
Checkpoint.
or you owe me thousands of dollars, or hundreds of dollars, because of the fact that, you know, you said that if I played this game, that you would do that. That's what some of you guys do. You guys literally put lies in our fans' mouth
Checkpoint.
and literally grab the credit for yourselves.
Checkpoint.
It is sad. It is honestly really sad because some of us have worked on hours on this stuff and we went to school for it.
Checkpoint.
You know, for me, I'm not going to lie, I literally
Oh,
I literally
that's
had
gonna
worked
hurt.
on games myself.
You'll feel that in the morning.
And it's not fun. It's not fun to do. Believe me, it's not. It's not to do. It's fun to do because I'm telling you right now is that I literally would wake up from 6 and quit at 6. Sometimes I wouldn't even go there. Sometimes I'd go to 8. You know, and guess what? I wouldn't even be getting paid on it. You can ask some of my old buddies. They literally say, oh yeah, he literally stayed up that long.
Nice going.
For that. He stayed up that long. You know, so with that being said, I believe that my cousin and I are literally going to create that game and literally rock the heck out of it. You know, he doesn't really know how to create games. That's okay. You know, I'll teach him. You know, I'll probably do the scripting part because that's more probably harder. But building, you know, I'll either build once I show him how to do it right.
2,
You know, I'll do it.
1, go.
But I literally just want to literally show you guys is that some of these games that we have made, you know, they're small and simple, but
So
it's the games that you guys like, and then you're like, oh, that's not a professional game. Each game's professional. Dingus. You know, each game is professional. Like, I've literally had people who are like, oh, that's not a game. That's not a game at all. That's unprofessional. And I'm like, you know what? It's unprofessional.
Keep it up.
Yourself right now. You're more unprofessional than I am, buddy, apparently. Apparently I don't know how to do my job. You know, but this is how the world is, guys. Is that the world is literally not going to be your best friend. You know, most of you guys literally come after us.
Checkpoint.
You guys honestly do. I don't know what this video became into. But
You'll
most of you
feel
guys
that
literally
in the
come after
morning.
us gamers. And say, oh, this is just a waste of time. I'm literally making money off of this. Probably a lot more than you do on your paycheck. Because mine is open donation. I don't know what yours is, but mine is open donation. Whoa, okay. Kind of jumped out of that one right over.
Nice going.
Ugh. But then look, at the end of this game, this is an official game. Looks like I got first place. And I got a new shirt. Now I'm just going to go ahead and dance. 'Cause I earned it. You know, I literally worked hard for that. But like, I'm being serious, guys. Like, this is literally our life. This is what it is. You know, so for morphing battles too, I think that that's what it's going to need. So anyways, guys, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.